Hello and welcome everyone to Thunderhill Raceway in California in the high desert. It's dry, it's dusty, and it's going to be hot here today for the United States Grand Prix Racers Union competition here, and the USGPRU would like to thank its sponsors Honda and Moriwaki, makers of the MD250H that will be raced at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway during MotoGP weekend. Also Yo-Yo-Dyne, makers of fine components for your race bike. Moto Liberty, a longtime sponsor of the USGPRU and developers of young riders. Arai helmets, of course, the finest on the market, worn by Nobi Iso. And Rising Sun Cycles. Well, the action is getting ready to heat up, and some of the youngsters are, of course, the stars of the USGPRU. Take note of some of the names that we will be telling you here today because they will be the future world champions. Young riders like Peter Lenz, just one of the youngsters we would like you to know more about.
My name is Peter Lenz, and I'm racing 125 GP bikes with USGPRU and the AFM at Thunderhill. I am 13 years old. I've been riding motorcycles for 8 years. I started on a PW50 dirt bike, and I've worked my way up for road racing. I'm doing okay. Turn one's giving me a little bit of grief because when I crashed at Phoenix, I was going for a high left-hand corner, and turn one's a really fast left-hand corner, so I just really got to push through. It's a mental thing, and I just got to get through that. I am now riding a 2008 RS125. Put an aim, like dash on it, and it shows like how far I'm braking and throttle position and everything. It's helped me on the track because I didn't know before that I wasn't fully on the throttle. It felt like it, but I actually wasn't. So it also helped to improve my lap times. Billy Weiss, he used to be Ben Spies' mechanic. He's been helping us the last couple rounds. Been doing a great job. So good guy to have at the track. Gives you confidence when you get on the bike and stuff. So. I've got a dinosaur on the side of my bike. I've had him, he's actually a real life stuffed animal. I've had him since I was 3, and his name's Diney, so he's pretty cool.
And there you have it, a look at one of the young rising talents in the sport of motorcycle racing, and he will be competing here this weekend as the grid is up for our 125 GP competition. Starting from the front row, Jake Lewis on pole. Next to him, it's Nobi Iso and Peter Lenz on the front row. Great start, a good clean start. Jake Lewis getting the whole shot from his pole position. Staggered start, heading down into turn number 1, but he's got plenty of company. Moving a little bit further around the track, it's Jake Lewis and Nobi Iso. Then it's Lenz, Lightning Lex Hartle and Andre Oaks bringing up 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So lots of battles going on around the track already in the early going. You see Peter Lenz on the number 45 machine leading that trio of riders at the moment, while our 2 leaders, Jake Lewis and Nobi Iso, making a little bit of a gap, but good chase coming on as they come down the hill. Jerry Signorelli and also Tucker Lancaster among those who are chasing the front runners here. And Deb Barton, who started from the front row, her bike lying there off the side in turn 6, she's up and okay as we move over to the turn 12, 13 area. Quick flip-flop S turns showing how nimble these 125 GP bikes are. And the entire field still pretty much in contact. You could say it's anybody's race at this point, but our 2 leaders might have something to say about that as both Jake Lewis and Nobi Iso. Here comes Lex Hartle up the inside. Lightning Lex for position. That moves him into 4th spot here. Going back to our 2 leaders, what a great battle between these 2, Nobi Iso and Jake Lewis. Very evenly matched. Lewis sponsored by the Hayden Brothers store. And Nobi Iso, a veteran campaigner in the USGPRU, a 2-stroke specialist of sorts. You hardly ever see him racing any other kind of motorcycle. And there is Jake Lewis on the number 85 machine. Here's our trio of guys running 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And these 3 seem to be swapping positions pretty easily. There's Jake Lewis still leading. Nobi Iso stalking him. You get the idea that it's youth and enthusiasm versus age and treachery in the form of Nobi Iso. He's moving up just a little bit closer to Lewis on that number 85 machine. Going back to the battle for 3rd, Andre Oaks getting by Lex Hartle. We said they've been swapping spots pretty much almost every turn and certainly every lap. Lex Hartle getting by Oaks And now he's trying to chase down Peter Lenz, who's just a little way ahead of him. There they are again, coming down the hill. Thunderhill, aptly named here in California, one of the very popular racetracks for the USGPRU and a lot of club activity. Look at this good close racing as Peter Lenz has got a whole mirror full, if he was using them, of Lightning Lex Hartle. And Jerry Signorelli, another veteran campaigner, followed by Joe Roberts and Tucker Lancaster on the number 406 machine. Just off camera, Lex Hartle being passed, and he's starting to back off a little bit on Peter Lenz and Andre Oaks. They're gaining ground on him. Here's Roberts, followed by Tucker Lancaster. Those two have got their own little battle going on. The leaders in traffic. There was a second wave of AFM riders that started off, so our leaders have caught some of their back markers, and it's changing their lines a little bit. It's going to have to adapt to the strategy to see what they can do, as both Nobi Iso and Jake Lewis are still fighting over the lead. Here comes Joe Roberts, and he has gotten the best of Jerry Signorelli. And let's see if Signorelli's got something to answer with. Nope, Roberts saws him off on the front. Signorelli's got to settle for the second position among those two anyway. There's the 127, Joe Roberts again. Coming down the hill, Peter Lenz really being chased by Andre Oaks now, with a couple of those AFM lap riders behind them. Here's a good look at Peter Lenz. He's holding on to third position right now, but not by much. He's got what the other guys want, and they're going after it. Andre Oaks reeling in Peter Lenz on the last lap of the race here in the 125 GP at Thunderhill, and Nobi Iso right on the back wheel of Jake Lewis, as they also have taken up the last lap, of course, our two leaders. Peter Lenz desperately holding on to third position right now by just 4 or 5 bike lengths. And the way it went down here in the winner's circle, Nobi Iso taking the win on the final lap, just nipping Jake Lewis at the line. Lenz holds on for third over Oaks and Lex Hartle. Those are the results of your USGPRU 125 race at Thunderhill. We're already looking forward to the next round. New Jersey Motorsports Park, one of America's newest facilities. We'll see you there.